Good morning, my millionaire growth partners. My name is Otis Tucker, the world's first trillionaire. I am creating financial freedom for billions of people around this world. I am creating a million millionaires. I am the greatest leader that ever lived. I am God, and most important, people, is that I manifest the words I speak. My message today, people, is to allow God to use you to fulfill His will. You know, if you think about any and everybody that is great, you've seen that they have made significant contribution towards this world. You know, whether we talk about Gandhi in India, whether we talk about Nelson Mandela in South Africa, you know, Marcus Garvey uniting in his effort to unite the African diaspora, like really uniting black people around the world and knowing that Africa is the homeland. For a continent that they never even been to. You know what I mean? Like, my point is, people, is that God used people, man, and give us passion inside of us to do amazing things. And that goes for, again, everybody that have leave a significant mark. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's Harriet Tubman, with the Underground Railroad. I mean, there's an endless list of people that we can acknowledge that have made significant strides in this world, And the only way that can ever come about, people, and materialize is that those people had to realize that God is using them, man, and allowed the Spirit of God that's inside of them to take lead and lead them to fulfill on God's will, And because they allow that to happen, people like myself benefit off of the movement and the things that they have done. And, I believe that the greatest period in history is yet to come. I believe that there's many giants around here right now in this world, people, that just don't realize the giant purpose and mission that God have in their lives, And it's like, I want you to really start just exploring, like, what are the things that you're truly passionate about, especially when it comes to serving people, transforming people's lives, helping people. Find the things that you're passionate about, people. And that passion, as you nurture it and develop it, you'll realize that it snowballs and grow into a giant of a movement that will not just affect a little amount of people, it'll attract and have effect worldwide. There's so many amazing things that are happening, man, around the world in the midst of this craziness and storm, of just challenges that people are experiencing or uncertainty. It's like I'm most excited about all the positive things that I see that is happening, I believe around the world, people are becoming more self-sufficient and realizing that nobody's going to save them but themselves. And this is worldwide, people, whether it's here in the U.S. or otherwise. I'm saying that people are starting to realize, man, that look, you are the cause in that matter. And, you got to do what it takes to make sure that you and your family is okay. You know what I'm saying? As you work on helping and supporting and inspiring and motivating others, I mean, there's so many great things that's happening, people. Like I already told you, one of my biggest purposes is to unite Africa and the Caribbean. And, it's like I'm very excited about some of the transformations I'm seeing taking place. The president of Burkina Faso over there in Africa is really making strides, man, as far as uniting the entire continent of Africa. Not just Africa, but I think the Caribbean too can use this country as a model. Like they are doing a lot of amazing things, man, to transform people's lives, including sharing in the wealth of gold that they're finding. They're letting every citizen get a percentage of that. They're creating free housing for their citizens, man. They're basically putting the prisoners to work in agriculture to provide food security for their nation. They're doing a lot of things, people, that is transformative, and most important, they're taking responsibility. And I really, really respect this president, man, for really being a person of the people and for really, not just for the people in this country, but the entire continent of Africa, And now they're creating like an alliance where any African nation that's a part of this alliance, it's kind of like BRICS or any other organization, they'll be supporting each other. And most important is making Africa a borderless country where anybody that's a part of this alliance will be able to have visa-free entry into each one of these countries. People, these are life-changing changes that are happening right now. Another big transformation I see that I'm very proud about is, these countries, again, taking responsibility and realizing that, look, your mineral, instead of sending them overseas to go refine and come back and pay higher prices, refine it within your country or within another neighboring country. You know what I'm saying? So that way you guys can trade and support each other. As you build their economy, they're building yours. It's like, that's what unity look like, people. What my vision have already showed me is that united we stand, divided we fall. We've been divided for centuries, people, for way too long. And this is our time to unite as people across the world, man, and really go about making changes, man, that would transform people's lives for generations to come. You know, this indeed is our time, people, and I'm hoping that you really pay attention to the science, man. One of the biggest things that's happening right now is that, look, I treat and believe that everybody is geniuses, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Because the Spirit of God is already in you. That means you have infinite intelligence, people. You can tap into the quantum realm at will. You know, when you identify and accept who you are, obviously. Nothing happens until you choose to believe who you are, people, which is the Spirit of God that's inside of you, the most powerfulest being or entity that exists, you know. But overall, people, you know, it's like what I'm trying to get at, man, is like, you know, I want you to figure out, like, what is your purpose here in this world? What is your contribution that you're going to make to this world, people? Because at the end of the day, what is your legacy, man? My suggestion for you is to tap into the Spirit of God that's inside of you and figure out your God-given purpose, man. What movement are you here to lead? What injustice are you going to fight? You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, I think it was last night or last week, man. I was thinking about it a couple times and I thought about it. It's like, I guess third time's the charm, you know? I feel like the first attempt for, you know, God to really unite the Caribbean and Africa was Marcus Garvey. And then also in Cousin Bob's music, you know, he used music as his tool to really unite people and inspire and motivate people around the world, but especially Africa and some of the Caribbean, to really fight injustice. And even here in America, you know what I'm saying, whether it's Buffalo Soldier or whatever the case is. My point is, man, is that what mark are you going to make on this world? What is your God-given gift and talent that you're here to share with this world, people? I want you to start exploring that, because now is the time. The time is now, people. We're in an era of an awakening where God is really awakening people and enlightening people to really see and identify how powerful they are. And as you accept and embrace the power that God have given to you, man, watch the difference that you'll make in this world. Watch the lives that you will transform. People, you are here to do amazing things. Start choosing to believe that. I believe in you, people, and I know you're capable of all these things I'm saying and more. With that being said, people, my declaration over your life, number one, is that you are a millionaire. Number two, people, is that, you know, you're married to the person of your dreams. Number three is that you have amazing health and you're in the best shape of your life. My prayer for you today, people, is for you to keep on evolving, man. Keep on growing, keep on evolving, and just keep doing, you know, keep pushing yourself, man, to keep on growing, spiritually, physically, and otherwise. Anyways, people, y'all have a great day, and we'll talk tomorrow.